Welcome to Black Angus Reviews. I'd like to thank Drunk 3PO for bringing this to my attention. Go sub to him if you haven't. Now what you're about to see are two clips from Collider Live with Kristian Harloff crying like a little baby about not getting invited to Galaxy's Edge. And then afterwards, I'll give my take. Now do know I'm using Drunk's clip directly because I'm kind of lazy. Also, it's smaller of a download on my phone, and I really doubt Collider kept this up.
And we laughed because they said they're giving away tickets to Disneyland and Galaxy's Edge. And today I walked in and Roka's like, "Oh, here we're going to talk about Jedi Council. Was like, would you want to leave with this or Galaxy's Edge?" I go, "We're not talking about Galaxy's Edge. Yeah. Not talking about it. I go, you know what I'm going to talk about Galaxy's Edge in 2 years when I go.
Yeah.
Because am I a little butthurt? No, I'm a lot butthurt.
Yeah.
People who don't do any views on YouTube or
So
very small sites yesterday.
Yes to what I said. You asked to go, and they said no.
Well, originally I did not. There was just no invite that came for all the media, and then I just followed up once and said, "Hey, so yes, but
Did you get a response?
No." And so then I said, I'm not following up again. But I also said that I just don't. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go as a fan, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I want to go. But I'm not going to promote it anymore. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm thinking more business sense than anything else too. If you know there's all these shows out there, like the sites are out there, why wouldn't you invite?
You're not
Jedi
thinking
Council?
in business sense, though.
I am though, because there's another reason. I don't want to report on other people's reports. I don't want to say like, well, Jermaine Lucier, who goes to fucking everything, he reported on this, so I'm going to go off his report.
If you had been invited and you,
guess what? I'm not. I've been busting my fucking ass being a Star Wars fan for 5 fucking years.
I feel
on
the
show.
same way about.
I've been called shill. I get screamed at. You know. So let this one. Let me be a fucking shill for this one. Let me go and experience this fucking thing. And maybe I don't even like it, but I wanted to go.
I completely agree.
I wanted to go, and the fact that it wasn't even. It would have been a thing. You know what? I would have still covered it if they wrote back and we said, "We're sorry we missed you on this one. Our spots are all full at the moment. Thank you for promoting us in general."
No response.
No response, and it's like, fuck off.
You're going to, though.
What's that?
You're going to.
I don't want to.
No, because it's our coverage. Haley's got a lot of really good interviews with Imagineers that she's going to be posting.
So first of all, I don't want you to do that on the air. You can call me in afterwards.
No.
So you know what? So then someone else hosts the show today. You don't have. It's the second time you've done this. The first time you've done this, you burst in the door. And screamed at us because we played the YouTube video and we didn't know it. That was the first time.
I went in to let you know that you have been taken off the air already.
I know, but you screamed at us for it.
I didn't scream.
If you want to do this on the air, I'll do it on the air. I would much rather
you did. You started this on the air. You brought. You started the show by saying you're not going to talk about it on Jedi Council, which is your show.
Okay.
But you're not the producer of it, and
I am actually.
You're actually not.
Yes, I am. I'm actually. That was the deal I made with Fernandez.
No,
I'm also
actually, no,
just the same way you didn't know. The same way you didn't know that I was the fucking head of development at one point, and head of content. Where you're like, oh, I think you're just head of development. I walk into Fernandez. I go, can you clear it up? Content and development, to which now is not the case. You are, and I get it. But first of all, if you want to do this on the air, we do it on the air.
Yeah.
But I am absolutely not talking about it today. You can have Roka host it. How about that?
I mean, if you don't want to host the show because
I don't want to.
I'm so sorry you didn't get to go last night.
You're welcome. See, you can if you want to do this again, we can do it all day long because you have the same thing, and what people also don't realize with you, you act hot-headed. You act hot-headed all the time.
You don't want
you
to
scream and yell at people, but you want to do it now. We can do it now.
You don't want to cover Collider's content, is what you're just saying on Collider Live.
Now what we have here is a clear sign of what biting the mousy hand that feeds you gets. No response. You want to talk bad about our products? Well, you can pay to come see us like a common peasant. This is very similar to a previous event with Disney handling negativity. Back before Thor Ragnarok, the LA Times were banned from press attendance for a scathing report regarding the coexistence of Disney and the LA area they reside in. Due to bad press afterwards, though, Disney quickly reversed this. Listen to how Harloff talks about working as a Star Wars fan for the last 5 years. Does that sound like someone who actually likes Star Wars? Who says they've been busting their ass being a Star Wars fan? Maybe a 501st Trooper who cosplays for charity in fan films. And that's a maybe. This goes to show you, don't talk bad about Disney if you want access. It does my heart good on one hand, as it's a shill getting what's coming. I really hate his type, the Patrick Willems and so on, because I take criticism very seriously. If you're being objective about art, you have to separate that from your subjective feelings. If I'm not clear on that in my coverage, please let me know and I'll clarify or restate my position on something and make that clear. Generally, if I do shill a movie hard, it's because I found it objectively well made. I want to support good artists. What's also revealing about this clip is a response from the producer quickly trying to shut him down. Hey Kristian, don't hurt our access. Where have we seen this before?
And I was not really thrilled about how they blew him out the side of the ship. I'm like, who's this Holdo woman? Nobody knows this. No one's invested in that. Who is she? Why is she saving the fleet? If anyone's going to save the fleet, it'd be all
right. Let's so.
This is what bot critics look like. Do you ever recall Ebert and Roper relying on access to be an applauded set of critics? If they were at any point, please show me. It's also funny this happened because how in passing Harloff tried to brush off Captain Marvel criticism from fans. It's just a little cherry on top for me. But on the other hand, this is scary. It's another example of the state of entertainment and the control Disney has, like Disney extorting theaters for more of a cut for their releases, colluding with Fandango and Rotten Tomatoes, the recent Captain Marvel videos being blocked, almost all of the 20 top highest grossing films being theirs, and of course the Star Wars Theory copyright claim that happened. Yes, it was Warner Chappell, but I stand on my position that Disney or Lucasfilm coordinated this false flag to look better for the fans, because clearly Solo didn't do very well. It's just another reason the fans should boycott. Even perhaps reviewers as small as me up to the High Council. Every dollar earned gets them closer to their target, and our only real recourse is closing our wallets until they learn to respect us. Mad Max Movie Talk has been very vocal about this point, and it's something you can ask Rookie Critic that I personally struggle with. Do us, the reviewers, really need to see a film as an ambassador for our fans and peers if there's a large consensus already to boycott? Part of me struggles with that answer, but the other says the answer is already there. That we need to sacrifice some topical views to be the real leaders and be another ticket not purchased for the mouse. It worked for Solo. Solo bombed like we wanted to make a point. But then we lost Boba and Obi-Wan films as a counter from Disney. How strong is our resolve, truly? I like your thoughts on these clips and in regards to boycotting as a reviewer. Do you want me and the larger leaders in the Fandom Menace to be your ambassadors for the shit show? Or do we need to observe the boycott consensus as well? Let me know down in the comments. And please check out the link at the top of the description fully explaining the Fandom Menace Creators Fund.
If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you'd like to support this channel, consider becoming a patron or buying store merch from the Teespring store. Don't forget to check out the growing list of friends in the Fandom Collective in the description below. And follow me on Twitter @AngusReviews. See you there.